Hey, welcome everyone to the I'll Be Living Life podcast. If you like my podcast, kindly hit the subscribe and like button. Today I have special guest Katya joining me. She is an Instagrammer and goes by Katya, Katya underscore VIS underscore ART on Instagram. She has her lovely artwork and some beautiful pictures of Vancouver on her page. So welcome to the show, Katya.
Thank you very much for having me. Hi, guys.
Yeah, the pleasure is mine. It's nice to see some of your artwork there. So let's dive right into it and talk about some of your abstract art. So
all right.
I will pick my three favorite pieces. Like I normally pick three favorite pieces from photographers or four favorite pieces from photographer or artist. And you're a painter, and you take pictures. Let's talk about some of your paintings.
All right.
Okay, let's start with Golden City.
Yes.
And that was on March 10th.
Yes.
I really like this piece of art that you did here. Can you kind of describe what do you have to do and how do you have to prep for these kind of paintings?
So usually first I do the kind of like a mock-up on the piece of paper so I know what I'm doing. Of course, when you do the painting, the process kind of gets away from you and it turns out like you see how it turns out in the end. Sometimes it's totally different in the beginning and in the end.
Yeah.
This particular piece, it's actually pretty close to what I had in mind. So after you do the mock-up with a piece of paper and with multiple color pencils, then you prepare a canvas. And every artist out there, we all have blank canvas fright.
Yep.
This particular one, I just painted everything black and then I would go from there. Okay. So this one is done with just regular windshield scraper, Liquitex acrylics, and some gold leaf in between.
Okay, and what does gold leaf mean? Educate me a little bit here.
Gold leaf, it's a really technique I found on the Instagram pictures of Russian and Ukrainian artists. Okay. I never knew about this before I started actually painting. I consider painting for, as professionally. So gold leaf, it's like very thin foil. It's not gold, but it's like imitation gold. Yeah. It comes like you usually get it on Amazon and stuff. And if anybody interested, people can just DM me and I'll send them the links. Okay. So it comes sometimes it comes with 30 very thin leaves, or 100. It depends what kind of quality you get, but they're pretty much the same. So for the abstract art, you can use the one that is from Amazon for, I think it's $15 for 100 pieces. Okay. So there's special glue that you use. I think it was called Mona Lisa. Mm-hmm. It's in Russia, in Ukraine, there's more variety. In Canada, I was explained by a lovely person in Opus that Mona Lisa has monopoly on the glues and on varnishes. Oh, really? So that's why we only have one. Yes, we only have one kind of glue and one varnish for specifically designed for gold leaf.
Okay. So what was your vision with this painting?
Vancouver. Okay. Vancouver in rain.
Okay. That suits Vancouver.
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, I really like that. That's a really it's very creative and it looks really nice up on the wall there.
Very much.
Okay, let's talk about the next one. Let's go to Winter Forest.
Yes.
And I see this up on backdrop of a couch here. And
yes.
And actually, it really highlights the couch and it actually highlights the painting. So what was your vision here?
I was scrolling through a bunch of pictures in Instagram and, there's every artist is unique. This particular person had this vision. It was also like a kind of picture with forest with some snow on the fir trees. Okay. And I thought, well, that's, it's an interesting idea. So I decided to kind of, it's a snow forest, kind of like a Whistler style with more snow. Usually Whistler doesn't get that much snow in the in the valley, but so that's kind of a Whistler. Most of my art always think about something that I like in Vancouver, and in the process I implement that on canvas.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
I have a really good artist buddy of mine by the name of Garrett, and he has like a process, and he was talking about the 8 steps and all that stuff. But I know every artist is different, and every artist does their own thing. I noticed that it's not a flat painting, right? It's
not.
So it actually kind of sticks up a bit, right? Like some of the darker grains there.
Yes. So I used modeling paste on canvas. Okay. So first you get the canvas, then you put modeling paste, and you start doing the all this
Darker brush
uneven, no,
unevenness?
unevenness. So
Okay.
when you touch it, it's very like
Textured, right?
raised. It's very very textured. Yes, and then you paint everything white to have everything the same color. On this picture, I started from painted black from the top, and then introduced turquoise color. And then, of course, like if I didn't like something, that I put white color on the bottom to raise, either to raise or to lower. And another vision for this picture, but because, you know, I like it that way, I left it. I was going to put silver leaf. It's kind of the same as gold leaf, but silver leaf. But, you know, I decided that, you know, at some point the artist has to stop. And at this point, I looked at the picture on my wall and I said, okay, this is done. I don't need, there's nothing to either give or take. It's done.
Yeah, yeah. No,
So-
you would know best. That's for sure.
Yeah, every artist knows best.
That's
I mean,
right.
there's lots of critics, and my advice to every artist: don't look at bad comments. Everybody will not like something. It's what you have in heart. That's
right.
what you like, and what is your vision. Every artist is your vision. If somebody doesn't like it, well, there's a million other artists
Yes.
they can choose from.
That's right. I
But
agree
you
with
are, everybody is unique with the photography, with art, with
that's right.
sketching, with anything. And because we are so unique and individual, you know, we don't have to cater to somebody. It either take it or leave it kind of thing.
Whatever attracts you, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
I do the same with my pictures. I don't really worry about what other people think. It's just good to post up. And posting up what I believe is a nice picture, it may not appeal to everyone else, but like the way I shoot something may be, you know, a different take on how someone else shoots it. Like most definitely, I explained this many times to other listeners as well, that, you know, we can only shoot so much of the science world here in Vancouver, and we could shoot
right.
so much of, you know, of Whistler or of Grouse Mountain or something like that. But you need to have your own take on it. And if it's a simple landscape pictures, go for it, right? But you know, maybe I do mine's a little bit different, or I may not focus on what's the highlight item. Maybe I'm focusing off the highlight item. I don't know. Like it's
That's right.
Yeah, it really depends on how I feel that day and what I'm looking at that catches my eye.
Yes. You take lovely pictures. I love
thank
all
you.
your pictures.
Oh,
Every
thank you.
time you put something, I have to see, because I have this reminder that when somebody posts or somebody does the story, and you are one of mine. You know,
that's very kind of you. Thank you for that. Yeah.
No worries.
Oh, one more question before I move on. So,
Sure.
Your winter forest. How
Yes.
long did that take you?
This particular painting is not that big, so it's about 40 by 50 centimeters. What is it? I think it's 16 by 20 inches, something like that.
Okay.
From the start to finish with the composition and with, you know, finished product. Although I did not varnish it yet.
Okay.
So with varnish and everything, it takes about 5 hours altogether. Can be done within like 3 days.
Okay. Because it looks a lot bigger than that on beside the couch.
It does. So the trick is there's a course that I'm taking. I'm taking series of master classes from this Russian painter from St. Petersburg.
Okay.
So she's amazing, and she introduced, like, when she's doing the course, she's telling us how to present the pictures and how to, because I'm self-taught artist, and I always was wondering how people fit those pictures in such a nice interior, because I mean I live in a small apartment and I don't have enough walls to have something like this. So there is a website. The name is canvy.com. It's canvy.com, and you get, I think, 12 or 13 free images to post your art. It's kind of, it works kind of like a Photoshop, but you don't have to. If you don't know Photoshop, you kind of, you can put your art in there. So, you know.
And here I thought you had all this furniture at your place.
Yeah, right. Hey, I live in downtown Vancouver. I don't have some. I mean, I do have nice furniture, but I don't have nice walls. Not nice walls. The walls that facing the right light.
Sunlight and
everything. Let's put it this way. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah.
What about your Golden City? How long did that take? About the same time?
No, Golden City does not have any texture. So from the beginning to an end, it took me about altogether, I would say about 3 hours.
Okay.
And that's including varnishing.
Okay.
And I mean, it was also done within a couple of days, because you have to wait until all this color, like let's say the gold stuff, I put last, and on the second day when all acrylic is done. So I put gold leaf in there, and if let's say I don't like how gold leaf works, I put more white acrylic on top of it to kind of make it a little bit toned down, you know, because sometimes the gold leaf is very interesting material, because sometimes it can be very loud.
Yeah.
Some paintings it's perfect, and for some paintings you have to tone it down. So let's say for Golden City, I did tone down a lot.
Okay.
Because I didn't like how it was too much. Like for me as an artist, it was too much on the painting, so I toned it down. But yeah, usually like this painting is also pretty small. It's 16 by 20 inches.
Okay.
So that's why for bigger painting it might take longer. It might take 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
It depends, right?
Yeah, it's really cool to like. I really like talking to artists, because I can't even draw a stick figure, so I'm not very talented with my hands at all. But I'm good with my eyes, so I could see talent. But yeah, like I talking to you, or talking to Garrett Campbell Wilson there,
Yeah.
or talking to Ron Sambalan, like you guys are some really amazing artists there.
Thank you.
So yeah, no, good on you for that.
And you know, this teacher, my teacher said, you don't have to have a talent, you just have to know the colors, and you just kind of get in the zone and do it. There's so many talents that, well, so many artists that they say, well, I have no talent, I had a great teacher.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much, you know, it's a trial and error, and it's more like you have to do it. You can't just say, okay, I'm gonna do the first picture, great. No,
Yeah.
it's like with photography. You take 100 shots, and this particular shot you like the best,
That's
and then
right.
you post it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And that's something that Carmen and I was talking about. We would take a picture
Yeah.
of one thing about 20 times, and then pick the one we actually like.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
No, Carmen's pictures are amazing, and
Yes.
we talked about it, and she's using drones, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I love it. I love the idea.
Yeah, me too. That's for sure. So let's my favorite one. Let's talk about this one. I think it's not named right now, but it's called Feathers. That before we started recording on the show, you mentioned that it was named Feathers, or
Yes.
maybe you're going to name it Feathers, but. I really love this painting. It's a really nice painting. Yeah. So you want to talk a little bit about that, please?
Yes, it's my favorite painting as well.
Good.
So when the COVID, because I mean, I love to paint since I was a kid, and I always wanted to be an artist. But you know, being kid from Soviet Union, then Perestroika happened, and there's a lot of things that were going on, and you know, my parents were not. We're not wealthy, so we couldn't afford a lot of things. And then I moved to Canada, and in Canada, for an immigrant in Canada, it's a little different situation, I guess, because you have to, with no family, you have to make a living. And so my painting was put on back burner. Okay. And when COVID hit, you couldn't go anywhere. So I went to, I ordered online in Michael's, and I got a whole bunch of canvases and a whole bunch of paints. And I went through a few of the YouTube how-to-dos. Yep. And I really, really like to, I always wanted to paint, like to make something like this. And this painting took me about a week. So it was about 2 days to sketch it. It's also modeling paste. Okay. So it's every leaf is it's done by hand, manually. So it took me about 3 days to make all those leaves. Plus then, a couple days to paint it, and then in the end I put the silver leaf.
Very
so
nice.
So it was between work and TV, and it was after this I said, okay, I need to get some courses for me, for like actual courses by actual artists, because like I said, I'm self-taught, and I didn't know how to mix acrylics, how to do any colors, and this was my first like big piece. It's not that big, but in the wall it looks big, but it's not that big. It's one of my favorites, and my friend really liked liked it. It's like, hey, I can buy it for you from you. And I was like, no, this is mine.
It's a keeper.
It's a keeper. I put it on the wall. I can make one for you. So I have about 5 paintings that I made during COVID, like during the first lockdown, that I went on my wall. I decorated my wall, and these are the ones that they're gonna stay.
Perfect.
So I can make another one, but this one, the original one, it's gonna stay.
And this one was before you went to any classes or anything
Yes.
like this?
Yeah,
so
that's...
In my mind, it's your best one.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I love it.
So that's awesome. That's good for you. That takes a lot of talent too. So keep up the good work, and definitely keep with your art. I have a couple artist friends that I always harp on them to say, you gotta get on this. You gotta start promoting yourself on Instagram or on the social media.
Absolutely.
I was telling people this is free advertising, so why wouldn't you? Like,
yes,
it makes no sense for people that have a passion and have nice artwork or nice pictures or whatever, and they're not promoting themselves. That kind of baffles me a lot.
The problem with artists, because we are so creative, we don't know how to promote. But you had a very good point with Kimmy. You said to put reels on, and the reels are the ones that actually promotes you, like they put you on the top whatever 100 on the top page.
Yeah.
So I took your advice and I started doing reels, and it's really great thing.
Good.
Yes. Thank you.
No, you're welcome, because that actually is the next thing right now, and it's the thing that's getting a lot of attention, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's for sure. So okay, well, you also have some photos here that I really like. I don't know why you don't take more photos.
I don't get out much.
That's funny. Yeah, you're too busy painting.
Yeah, I'm too busy painting, and having a full-time job and a family.
That's right.
It was like
Not
right
easy.
now I'm on the break from from a job, so I can put all my talent and all my time into thing that I like.
That's
and
right.
I love.
Yeah.
And if when you work all the time, and it's just like there are days that you are exhausted even to go and brush your teeth pretty much.
Yeah.
But
no, I get you.
And art and photography, it has to get you in the zone. You can't just snap picture and there it is. You have to feel it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
100%. So let's go. I want to ask one question before I start talking about these pictures. So I saw you were scraping foil with a brush. Is that a type of process? Is that what is that? What are you doing?
So that's a gold leaf. That's a gold leafing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So you glue the gold leaf on the painting, and then you let it dry a bit, and then with a hard brush you scrape it.
Okay.
And to the point that all the loose little bits, they come out because yes, and then you have to varnish it right away so it doesn't get oxidized.
Oh, okay, gotcha there.
Yeah, so there is to that.
Okay, so
and if anybody wants to see the process in real life or via Zoom, please DM me, and I'll show how it's done, and I'll train anybody who wants to learn new technique.
Yeah, awesome. And also, if anyone's interested in your artwork, definitely reach out to you as well.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. And so, when did you take up art? And you say you're from Russia, right? So when did you
Ukraine.
take up? You're from Ukraine. Okay, sorry about that. When did you take up art, and when did it become a passion for you?
So I like to paint from very early age. So my mom told me that when we moved to a new apartment, she was dealing with the contractors, and I went in and I decorated all the wallpapers. She wasn't very pleased. I got my watercolors taken away from me until I was 7. But the artist in me came out since I was about 3, and then it was art lessons that we had in school, and I really enjoyed them. The math was not my passion, but guess what I do for a living? I do math. Throughout my life, I really like to do this, and because of COVID, I got laid off from a job, so I took the actual course, and I'm really enjoying every second of it. There's a lot of pieces that are still gonna come from that. I stocked up on my canvases. You will see a lot more soon.
Perfect.
I really love doing this throughout my life. It's just, just life happens, and it just gets away from you,
Yeah, that's right. So
Yeah.
so how long have you been in Canada now?
21 years,
Wow.
20 years this year.
Wow, it's a long time, eh?
Yes, it has been a long time. When I came to Canada, I couldn't even talk on the phone with people because I thought I couldn't understand them. They couldn't understand me either.
Well, you've gone a long way, so
Thank you.
be proud of yourself.
Thank you. Retail is does wonders. If anybody doesn't know how to speak English, go work in retail for a couple of years, and that's it.
And watch a lot of TV. That's how I
And
learned
watch
my
a
other
lot of
languages.
TV.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so a couple of your pictures that I just want to bring up. One is
Sure.
on February 7th. It's the fog over Science World there, or I should say around Science World
Yes.
there. That's a great picture there. That's a
Thank you.
nice moment, and that's one highlight picture that I like of yours. The other one
Thank you.
is at the Olympic Village on January 3rd with all the colors of BC Place and all that stuff too. So yeah,
Thank you.
all that stuff, like you take some pretty nice pictures and you have some amazing art. So good on you.
Thank
Keep
you
it
very
up.
much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, no, I thank you for joining me today, and I hope you had fun.
I did. Yeah, thank you for having me on your show. It's really a pleasure to talk to you.
No, it's awesome. So what I do is I look on Instagram a lot and I study a lot of accounts, and then I go into the ones that are following me and I kind of look. I try to spot talent here and there, or someone that's really good with pictures, or someone's good with art, like paintings or whatnot. And then I see like how their engagement is, or do they support me back, or do they support others, and that kind of stuff. Gives a lot of weight to the people
Yeah.
I ask. So no, good on you for everything, and just keep
Thank
up the
you.
great work. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. So if you're not following Katya, give her a follow. She goes by KATYA_VIS_ART on Instagram. So give her a follow, and if you're interested in any of her artwork, give her a DM. If you want questions, give her a DM. Anything, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. So just a gentle reminder to all you listening, hit that subscribe and like button if you like the content and for your support. That's it. And thanks. We'll catch you next week. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.